first came to JF&CS 30 years ago, it was to launch a home visiting program for new moms. Through her visionary approach to understanding the world of the young child and the family, that one program grew into what is now the Center for Early Relationship Support.
She has such an understanding in a really full way of what it is that parents go through as they're trying to nurture and support their children, and what children go through when they come into the world in all kinds of different situations.
Children's Trust has one mission, and that is to stop child abuse and neglect. We owe her a huge debt for helping us in that very beginning looked at strong reflective practice within the programs that we fund and how we train the staff in those programs.
The model of the program is that we begin with pregnant moms, and at the same time thinking about like how not to let having a baby stop my personal development as a mom. The work of CERS has inspired what we do here by really getting teachers to think about finding ways to like build the parents up. And now a big part of the center and the work with parents and the work with teachers is about attachment. And I really attribute that to my work with Peggy and what the center has helped us bring to our center.
So what I've learned from Peggy is that it's really important not just to listen, but to listen carefully and at length, and that it's also important to be willing to put yourself out in terms of the questions you might have.
Had we not had Peggy and her team, we would not have been able to build the quality of the training system. And our home visitors get 130 hours of training through us, and much of it over the years has been provided by JF&CS.
It's very rare you're ever able to get that kind of training and then also reinforcement. So it's been this incredible blessing to us.
It doesn't matter who we are. We all need that level of support and guidance, and Peggy and her team have always knocked it out of the ballpark that way.
Peggy has inspired my work because Peggy is inspiring.
Personally, as a clinical social worker, she's a role model.
We've just continued to use Peggy as this resource, like as we're, thinking about how to work with the moms and the families and build these relationships.
The conversations that I've had with Peggy and with her staff always feel to me as though they are so two-way. And so even though I'm being brought in as a facilitator, I leave those conversations feeling that I got more than I gave.
Having partners like Peggy and her team and JF&CS means that there are more of us doing this work, and we're going to move it forward no matter what.
With a team of experts in the field of infant-parent mental health, Peggy has led CERS in responding to the changing needs of parents in our community. 30 years ago, we could not have imagined a program to support moms in recovery from substance use disorder, or that our programs would be replicated around the world.
Thank you, CERS, for helping us to understand how vital all of this work really is.
I think I'd like to thank Peggy for being such a solid partner, for sharing her skills, her passion, her knowledge with us and with the folks across the Commonwealth. When I think of Peggy Kaufman, I think of her being a gift.
Thank you, Peggy, for all that you have given to all of us and all you've done for the field.
Because of Peggy and her team, there are literally hundreds of thousands of kids who've had a very different outcome.
We will never truly know how many lives Peggy has touched, but we do know for certain that her work is the definition of tikkun olam, and we know Peggy will touch many more lives as she leads us into the future.